What's going on, guys? This is John Zakari, and today I want to talk about the whole video game Kickstarter phenomenon, crowdfunding games in general, and is it getting out of hand? To me, the probably most famous completed Kickstarter up to this point has been Yacht Club Games' Shovel Knight. The title delivered, hell, even exceeded most people's expectations, to the point where it even received a physical release at major retailers for home console. Since that title's major success, we've seen several more similar high-profile crowdfunding projects come and go, yet I can't say that I've seen many more deliver as well with the final product. The next one that comes to mind is Mighty No. 9. If you've followed me for a while, you probably know my thoughts on that game's development cycle and final product. In the simplest terms, I think it sucked, all around. And it's not hard for me to find many others that agree with me. Countless delays, trailers that aim to, I guess, insult the people who are actually going to buy the game, and a final product that not only looked nothing like the concepts that were originally pitched, but was bland as all hell, a cheap Mega Man knockoff if there ever was one. Though there was one good thing I think that came out of the Mighty No. 9 project, and that seems that people are much more hesitant now with throwing their money at these projects during a time when they have little or nothing to show. I've also got two more projects that I've been paying close attention to throughout their development, and they're Yooka-Laylee and Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. Both of these games have come out with playable demos since their announcement, and having played both, I'd say I have more faith in them than Mighty No. 9, but that's still not saying much. However, just over a week ago, Koji Igarashi, the head of the Bloodstained team, came out with an announcement that Bloodstained is getting a huge delay, going from an early 2017 release to a first half of 2018 release. Igarashi went on to cite that he was bringing in a new development team, which is kinda scary. I don't know if this is to necessarily replace the current one, or there's going to be some sort of shuffling around, but either way, this is a big change and not necessarily a good one. As a huge fan of Symphony of the Night, I've been watching Bloodstained very closely, and I gotta say that this year-long delay is accompanied by bringing in a new team really has me worried, and in fact, this is kind of what sparked me making this video. Shigeru Miyamoto once said, "A delayed game is eventually good, but a rushed game is forever bad," which we've seen particularly in some of these Kickstarter darlings and other major flops like Gearbox's famous duo of Colonial Marines and Duke Nukem Forever. This is totally false. So with all the drama that often accompanies these Kickstarter projects, do we need a change? In my opinion, yes. Now, obviously, as long as people are willing to throw their money at these pie-in-the-sky promises, they will continue to happen. So, most importantly, people need to be smarter with their money and be skeptical of these projects from the start, rather than bitching after the fact that, oh, what a waste of money this was. No shit. To be clear, I feel no sympathy to those that give money to these projects before a line of code has even been written. If we can get people to wait to see something concrete up front before giving any money, then this puts the pressure on the developers to have something ready prior to crowdfunding. I'm so tired of seeing all this concept art and tech demos at the beginning as if they're supposed to mean something. Like, congratulations, you had someone draw your main character. Now we're supposed to give you $500,000? Like, are you serious? Ideally, I want a demo to play right off the bat. A great example of this was Night Dive Studios' Kickstarter for the System Shock remake. With the launch of the Kickstarter, they offered everyone, not just those who already gave them money, this is key here, to play a demo of the alpha. This allowed people to get a solid idea of what they'd be in store for from the final product, as well as demonstrated that This team had their heads on straight with a clear goal that they've already made some major steps towards. This is how Kickstarter should be handled, and I know people will argue against this, talking about how hard it is to put together something like a playable demo without outside resources, but you know what? Tough. My message to developers who think this way would be, if you're so passionate about this, put in some late nights on the side, devote your weekends and spare time to do whatever you have to prove to me that you are invested in this, and maybe then I will invest too. To sum up my thoughts, as with many issues in the gaming industry, the root problem with Kickstarter lies with the consumers as well as the developers. As long as there's money to be made from people without giving them anything more than some empty promises, they will continue to make it. We need more developers willing to put work in before getting paid, to build back up that faith between consumer and developer. I mean, hell, wasn't that originally the point of indie game making? To connect consumers with devs who were just passionate about great game making and cut out all the other bullshit? With the growth and popularity of things like Kickstarter, it seems to me to be more now about how much money can devs get out of people before they start doing any work. That change is what makes all this kind of sad. With that, this video's a wrap. Let me know your thoughts on the current state of video game Kickstarters and other crowdfunding projects in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe to my channel now, and you can say you were a subscriber before it was cool. As always, I'm John Zakari, and thanks for watching.